Okay, boys and girls, we're going to review our rules about our pronoun and verb agreement. So first off, let's remember a pronoun is a word that stands in for a noun. A pronoun can be the subject of a sentence. The subject pronouns, now these would be the pronouns we use in the subject of a sentence. Those are it, he, and she go with present tense verbs ending in s or es. The subject pronouns I, you, we, and they go with verbs that do not end in s or es. And here's some examples. He brings his lunch to school in a lunchbox. So he needs the s on the end of our verb. A verb that does not end in s would be when we use the pronoun we. We bring our lunches to school. So I tried to think of it as we have a singular pronoun with a verb that ends in s. We have a plural pronoun, we, and our verb does not end in s. It's like when we were doing our subject verb agreement the other week. Do you remember that, boys and girls? We had our rules. It's very, very similar to that. Very similar, which is why this has been pretty easy for us thus far. So let's scroll down. Let's review a few more of our rules because we have another rule. Now sometimes we have to add es to a verb, and that is when our verb ends in ch, sh, s, x, or z, just like we do when we are making a plural. So we have to watch out for that. We also sometimes have to change a verb that ends in y. What do we do to a verb that ends in y? Juliana?
Change the Y to an I and then add ES.
That's right. We change a y to an I and then we add es. Here are some examples. He watches the pizza chef. Watch ends in ch. He is singular, so we have to add es. He watches the pizza chef. We do not add es to this one. They watch the pizza chef because they is plural, so we have a singular watch. We keep it as watch. He carries the pizza to the table. Carry would be C-A-R-R-Y, so we change the Y to an I, and then we add es. That is our rule there. Now, let's keep going here. So to decide when to add es, we look at the pronoun first, and then the ending of the verb. She mixes tomatoes, onions, and peppers to make salsa. Here are our pronouns, he, she, and it. Those are our subject pronouns. Now, if we have the pronouns I, you, we, and they, we do not add the es. These seems like a lot of rules, but they are pretty easy rules because we're used to hearing it. So this is one of those grammar rules that makes sense to us because we hear it spoken all the time. Some verbs end with a consonant and y. We change the y to an I and add es. She fries the taco shells to make them crispy. This would be fry, but we have to change it because we have the pronoun she, fries, F-R-I-E-S. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, boys and girls? Now, a pronoun can be the subject of a sentence. Remember that verbs in the present tense have two forms. The correct form of the verb depends on the subject of the pronoun. The pronoun and the verb always have to agree. Okay, what questions do you have about that? Oh, you have a question? What's your question?
I need someone to help me. I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, I will help you when the time comes. So here's what we're going to do. It says, write the present tense form of the verb in parentheses that agrees with the subject pronoun. So that's all you have to do. It's in the parentheses. Then, boys and girls, we're going to do both sides today. And you have to do the exact same thing on both sides of this. What questions do you have about these? Now, on 153, that's where you're going to put your name on 153. It is a very short paper. Both sides are very short. It will not take us very long to do that. That's why we're just going to do both. because it is super fast. Fast and easy. Okay. What questions do you have? Any questions? Okay. On your mark, get set, go.